Hello everybody, this be your boy DB Markin out. It's the time of the show, guys, where the GMs have to release superstars, and I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys so you guys are aware who is released and who wasn't. So I'm gonna show you from each roster. The GMs had to release 15 superstars each roster they did. But before then, guys, if your character did get released, you have until the end of August, guys. The end of August to get signed to either Raw, ECW Nitro, DEW, or PWE, guys. That's our 4 shows. This one right here, it's just like a minor show where we do for match requests and stuff like that. You can see there's no pay-per-view listed for the month of August. So guys, we're going by universe mode time, so just keep in mind that sometimes we will go faster than the calendar date. So we're gonna start off on Raw after our pay-per-view tonight, which is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and then we're probably gonna be on Friday by the end of the stream, who knows. But guys, it's very important that you get signed to a roster. It's very important that you speak to GMs, guys, and make sure that they sign you. By the end of August, guys, each show should have a total of 70 superstars at least on their roster. So I'm gonna just go through the roster right now. I'm gonna start off with Raw first. The superstars that was released from Raw is gonna be announced right now on this video, guys, for you. We're gonna go to the Raw roster. First one, we wish future endeavors from Raw. Astro Jack have been released from Raw. Guys, your character will stay on the show, on the channel, but if you do not get signed by September, guys, unfortunately, guys, you will no longer be a part of the show by the end of the universe, guys. So after the universe ends, that's when your character can make his return back if you have more time to be on the stream. But that is our first release. Our next release is Bond. Bond has been released from Raw. In case you guys don't know, guys, GM for Monday Night Raw is the head of the table, Alex. Alex is the GM for Raw. The next roster release from Monday Night Raw, guys, we have Jersey Boy. Jersey Boy have been released from Monday Night Raw. Next roster release from Raw, guys, coming in, we have Jaden. Jaden has been released from Raw. Next roster release we have Junko. Junko from Monday Night Raw has been eliminated. Junko no longer part of Raw. Next roster release we got Lou the Chief. Lou the Chief no longer part of Monday Night Raw. Next roster release we got LJM. LJM has been released from Raw. Next roster release, guys, is Mojo Raleigh, guys. Mojo Raleigh has been released from Monday Night Raw. Next roster release we got Samantha Uri. Samantha Uri has been released from Monday Night Raw. Next we got TKG Kenzie. TKG Kenzie getting released. Give you guys the full coverage on each roster of the 15 superstars that has been released, guys. The general managers are in charge of the booking of matches and release of superstars. Next we got Lady Undertaker. Azzy Rose has been released from Raw, guys. Wow, shocker release. Brooklyn Von Braun has been released from Raw. As you can see, guys, the Raw roster is just going down, and so will the other rosters as well. Next release we got coming in from Monday Night Raw. We got 3 more from Raw, guys. The next on we got Lawler. Lawler has been released. Lawler, R-Truth has also been released from Raw, guys. Wow, guys, this is crazy. Lawler, R-Truth. And last but not least, I'm getting word that Ultimate Warrior also has been released, guys. Ultimate Warrior has been released from Raw as well. Alright, guys, so those are your releases for Monday Night Raw. Alex has placed those 15 as his releases from Raw, guys. So now we're gonna do the next show, guys. The next show we got on deck, guys, after Raw is ECW Nitro, guys. ECW Nitro, we having their releases, guys. First release, guys, we got the ECW World Champion. Wow, shocking to me. Papi Rojas has been released. He will keep the title, guys. If you are released from the show but you are holding the title, you will hold on to the title till you lose the champion, guys. So Papi Rojas, no longer a part of ECW Nitro, but will hold on to the champion. Georgia Washington has been released from ECW Nitro. Georgia Washington released. Next release we got Sasha Banks 2017 being released from ECW Nitro. They got 2 Sasha Banks, so he's gonna release Sasha Banks 17, guys. In case you guys don't know, the general manager for ECW Nitro is Brenton Dorsey. In case you guys want to be a part of his show, talk to him. Next release we got Tucker. Tucker has been released from ECW Nitro. Next release we got Zombie Sami Zayn. Zombie Sami Zayn has been released. Wow, guys, shocking releases, we know, guys. Just gonna keep getting shocker throughout the video. Next release from ECW Nitro, we release Walter. Brenton releases Walter from the show. Wow, shocking if you ask me. Walter has been released. Next release we got Alicia Fox being released from ECW Nitro. Alicia Fox, no longer a part of ECW Nitro. Next release we got Baron Corbin being released from ECW Nitro. Next released we got Shane Thorne and also Ali, guys. Wow, Ali been released from the ECW Nitro. Brie Bella is released from ECW Nitro. Got Shane Thorne being released now from Shane McMahon being released as well from ECW Nitro. Wow, guys, Shane McMahon. Now we're gonna release Shane Thorne as well. We got last 3 releases. Carl Anderson being released from ECW Nitro. Last 2 releases we got Zombie Cesaro being released, guys. And guys, the next last one being released from ECW Nitro might be a shocker to you guys. Last being released by General Manager Brenton from ECW Nitro. The one and only Ricochet is now a free agent. Wow, guys, shocker if you ask me, guys. Those are your 15 that are going to be released from ECW Nitro, guys. Wow. And now we move on to DEW, guys. DEW is our next show, and our roster releases goes something like this. But before I begin that, guys, the general manager of DEW, in case you guys want to go there, is Wayne. He's also the YouTube champion. The releases for DEW, guys, go something like this. DEW, their releases is AJ Riggs Jr., the instant classic. AJ Riggs Jr. has been released from DEW. Next, we got Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins has been released from DEW, guys. Don't forget, guys, if your character has been released from the show, you will stay on the show till the end of August, guys. So you have to find a general manager to sign you to the show. If none of the GMs signed you, guys, your character will be released. Dr. Phil being released from DEW. Oh man, we had Jaden released earlier from Raw, guys. Now GoldenEye released 2 former members from Pirate Party, now free agents. Wow. GoldenEye no longer part of DEW. Next, removed Hayes. Hayes has been released. Wow. Hayes has been released from DEW. Shocking release for me, if you ask me. Heath Slater has been released from DEW, guys. DEW releases Heath Slater. Next, DEW releases Jinder Mahal has been released. But guys, I've never heard this before, guys, but our WWE champion Joki from Monday Night Raw has been released from DEW. Wow, guys, Joki will keep on to his title, guys, but he's no longer a part of any roster, guys. He has to find a roster, unless he will not be a part of the show no more. Next roster release, guys, we have Mark Henry being released from DEW. Mark Henry being released from DEW. Shocker. Shocking, Mark Henry being released. Next, Septic, aka Ponzo, has been released from DEW. Matthew O'Sullivan has been released, guys. We gotta keep going. Nightmare has been released from DEW. Next on the card, guys, we got Papa Shango. Papa Shango has been released from DEW. We got our last 3 being released. Riley Flash has been released from DEW. Shane Killer has been released from DEW. Oh, Septic Killer is his name. Septic has been released, guys. Matthew O'Sullivan, aka Septic Killer, has been released. Shane Killer has been released from DEW. And we have one last release, if I'm not mistaken. Xavier has been released, guys. Both members of Private Party now released. Alright, and now last but not least, PWE, guys. PWE, guys, the last roster on the universe mode. Now their 15 releases are about to be announced, guys, and the general manager of the show is the Imposter. Now, guys, here we go. PWE, their first roster release is Alexander. Alexander has been released from PWE, guys. Next roster release, guys, we have Ali Fortune Fighter being released from PWE. Ali, Fortune Fighter, being released from the show. Next on the show being released is Billy Kay. Billy Kay being released from PWE. Next being released from PWE, guys, we have Bo Dallas, wow, who just recently won their match. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel both being released from PWE. The B team heading over to the free agency. Oh man, Bo Dallas and Axel both no longer part of PWE. Next roster release, guys, Mela is Money, and Mela is a part of the roster releases. Carmella released from PWE, guys. Next roster release, guys, we have Fandango. Fandango being released from PWE, guys. Fandango no longer a part of PWE. Next roster release, the King is Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler being released from PWE. Next roster release, we got Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze on the release list, as long as Mankind as well. Mankind joining the free agency. Wisdom future endeavors. Mankind. Mickey James has been released from PWE. Nikki Bella being released. We got Professor DJX Gaming, guys. Professor DJX Gaming getting released from PWE. And Robert Roode is our last person being released, guys, as long with Tyler Breeze, guys. So there you go, guys. Those are your roster releases for PWE this week. And Tribird has also been released from PWE. Tribird is the last person with Tyler Breeze. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this roster releases. We wish them all future endeavors, and hopefully they all find a roster where they belong to and they can move up in their career, guys. See you guys on today's stream for the Royal Rumble for DEW. Peace out, everybody.